Enjoy 12 days of chess heaven at the Chessable Sunway Sieges International Chess Festival. Escape to the sun this December and take part in the spectacular Chessable Sunway Chess Festival situated in Sieges, near Barcelona. Play alongside top GMs including Ivanchuk, Isipenko, Adiban, and more. 10-round open tournaments with over 27,000 euros in prizes. Chess lectures from GMs most days, beer tasting plus sushi, pizza, paella, and cocktail masterclasses. World Cup watch parties, table tennis, table football, and blitz chess tournaments. Even better, Chessable Pro members play for free. You can find out more by going to Sunway Siege's website. Visit chessable.com/sunway.
It's time to take control of your journey towards chess mastery. Magnus Carlsen introduces Chessable, the definitive solution for studying chess. Move Trainer uses the science of spaced repetition to identify your strengths and eliminate your weaknesses. There's no need to set up a board, remember which page you're on, or keep track of all the moves you miss. Move Trainer empowers you to go from the opening to the end game with confidence. It's a seamless, effective, and fun way to study chess. Choose from one of the largest online chess libraries in the world, with hundreds of titles ranging from classic books through to our exclusive Chessable courses, including over 100 free courses. Get expert insights from International Master John Bartholomew, Grandmaster Sam Shankland, International Master Christoph Sulecki, Grandmaster Simon Williams, World Champion Magnus Carlsen, and hundreds of other instructors. Get started now and join our growing community of over 100,000 chess enthusiasts at chessable.com. Chessable, take control of your journey. Chessable, the definitive solution for studying chess. Choose from one of the largest online chess libraries in the world, with hundreds of titles ranging from classic books through to our exclusive Chessable courses.
I'm ahead of the game.
Remember who am I? I'm a boss and I'm honestly off my rocker, but follow me, I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game. I'm only ever slinging, I'm working overtime. Got a song and I'm the singer, the melody, the vibe. I'm a prodigy, logically, I'm impossibly wanted, and they'll remember my name. They'll remember my name. Ooh, well, I'm ahead now. I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game. Well, I'm ahead now. I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game. Well, I'm ahead now. Well, I'm ahead now. I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game.
Welcome everybody!
My name is Jan Gustafsson, former world chess champion.
Are starting a new course here for Chessable.
A very special Chessable course.
Master your chess with Judith Bolger.
You know what? I learned a lot.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the semifinals of the. Oops, I'm not muted to things.
What's happening?
I could hear myself. It's very disturbing.
Tell me about it.
Welcome to the semifinals of the prestigious MrDodgy Invitational. Today, it's a very special day. It's Laurent Fresnay's birthday.
Ugh, I was gonna make that joke with Magnus later when we talked.
Yeah, but you can make it twice.
Yeah, it never gets old. Laurent does though. He's 41. Congratulations to him. And it's also Magnus Carlsen's birthday, turning 32.
Mm-hmm. But when I said you can make it twice, you can also say it's Simon Williams' birthday.
So thrice.
No, twice.
Okay.
How are you today, Jan?
It's not my birthday. I feel miserable.
Is that the only day you're happy?
Yeah. I look forward to my birthday all year, and then I'm all laughs and giggles all day.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
I'm sure Magnus feels the same way. Do we think he's awake? Does he know he's playing at 5 p.m.?
I think he wanted to play at 5 p.m. because I think he wants to watch the later football. It's my guess. It starts at 7.
What do you think he wants to do more? Play at 5 p.m. or watch the football?
I think he probably wants to watch the football.
Yeah, I agree.
But he has to play now.
He's facing Semifinals, who he hasn't played much, at least according to Sam. Of course, Magnus is the big favorite, but Sevian is a very, very serious online blitz player. And we can also see it from the people he's eliminated in this event so far. That, yeah, he's not a lightweight. Of course, I forgot who he eliminated. He beat Jordan and Keimer, right?
Yeah. They're both pretty good at chess, so that's
it's pretty impressive.
Decent wins.
And Magnus had his first real challenge yesterday against Shevchenko. He still came through, but he lost 3 games in a row, and he was being outplayed for stretches of that match. So these kids, they're good at chess, but Magnus is still the king. Of course, the big favorite to make it to the finals of the prestigious MrDodgy Invitational 3, where he will meet the winner of Grishuk versus Dubov. That's another fine matchup.
Yep, that's another big match.
And that one's favorites.
That one's going to be at 8 p.m. today. It's 3 hours.
So
we're gonna cover this match, and then we're going to go have a nice long break. I'll have a nap. What will you do?
I'll eat. I didn't eat much today yet. What should I eat?
Something healthy.
Okay.
Oatmeal?
Nah. It's not oatmeal time. It's 7 p.m. It's chess time right now. Magnus Carlsen with the white pieces on his birthday. And he's choosing the Catalan. Not fooling around a line. He's employed in the World Championship match against Nepomniachtchi. Knight c6, big theoretical line. Queen a4, knight a3, knight e5, dc5. You name it. Have all been played here. Magnus taking a second to decide. Goes knight a3. It's pawn sacrifice. cd, knight takes c4. White is saying, I might be a pawn down, but you need some time to develop, and I'll use that time to try to put some pressure. It's supposed to be fine for black, but I'm sure Magnus has some thoughts.
I think Magnus has looked at this line before.
I'm not sure. He's taking time now. He goes a3, which looks normal, preparing b4, but that's not going to happen, so Sevian goes a5. Pawn to b3. And white doesn't want anything in particular. He wants to go bishop b2, rook c1, and make it hard for black to develop. Whenever this bishop moves, d4 will be increased. So it's supposed to be a decent compensation, but as far as I know, no more than that. We shall see. Konavets, aka Sam Sevian, the rating favorite. And look at Magnus. It's his birthday, so he's done stuff with his hair, put on his favorite football jersey. What jersey is that? You're a big football connoisseur.
I think it looks like a French one. A Paris Saint-Germain.
Could be.
Is this a dedication to Laurent?
Must be.
To win in this shirt? It feels like it.
Is it Paris or is it? It's not France, right?
No, it's PSG.
Okay. That must be honoring all.
Mm-hmm.
So Magnus is a Madrid fan, no? Or so he claims. Never sure about his allegiance. As for the game, Sevian decided to give the pawn back instantly. Or maybe he missed knight b5. Which is a useful little move. Breaking the pin. Because after takes, white would have an advantage in the endgame. So Sevian had to go away with the queen. Queen e7, queen c2. And now with the pawn back, I guess white should be a little better. But he tries to play e5 to free his bishop. Carlsen puts the rook to the middle. So the bishop comes out. Maybe it's not too bad. Because it's equal.
Chat are trying to decide if it's an Mbappe shirt or Messi. I don't think it would be a Messi shirt.
Must be Mbappe.
Yeah.
Unless he's really trying to play all sides today with Argentina playing as well. He wants to please everyone. h3, bishop h5. Looks fine for black. I'm not sure about h3 because now this bishop can go here. Maybe he should have let it be. So e3 looks normal, but then there was bishop g6. So instead he swaps down. Rook to d1. And yeah. Vincent Keimer looks confident.
Isn't that Shevchenko?
No, it's Sevian.
Oh.
It's impossible to tell by the video, but the name is written right there.
Ah, okay.
Queen d2, everything gets swapped off. He gets to take. I don't know. Magnus good at endgames and so on and so forth. But doesn't look like black is in any particular trouble. Bishop c2 reminds him he also has weaknesses. Now you bring the king.
Think Magnus is going to win this one?
Not sure. Nah, I think draw. Although something's going to happen, and there's still a lot of pieces.
There's a lot of minor pieces.
I don't like this calling them minor pieces. I like knights. I don't understand why they should be minor and rooks should be major. Feels very arbitrary to me. Like
what
a
about
queen
bishops?
is there. Yeah. They're minor. But queen is 10 points. A rook is 5 points. Knights and bishop are what, 3.5? Like only a queen should be a major piece. Makes no sense. The rooks are
So you want to rename the queen then to a major?
No, it can stay the queen, but it's the only major piece. And then all the others are minor pieces.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's gonna catch on. Knight to c4. Magnus gave up his Catalan bishop by taking here. He's going after all these loose pawns. And probably it's a good idea, because if takes here, it will be hard to keep everything covered after bishop d5 you take. This pawn is loose.
I think the difference is they can checkmate on their own.
Who?
Rooks.
They can?
Yes. But knights and bishops can't.
No, knight and bishop you can actually checkmate. It's very complicated to know the W maneuver, but it is possible.
Yeah, but they need a partner. They can't do it on their own. They need a friend. Rooks don't need friends. That's why they're major pieces.
That's fair. All right. I'm convinced. Rooks can stay major. Magnus gonna win this now. Just push. Now the knight will jump. This bishop can't stay on this diagonal. It's not looking good. I guess you try bishop d5. Then if knight c5, bishop c6. No, he goes bishop e7. But that drops another pawn. Knight e5, bishop e5.
Mm-hmm. Are you rooting for Magnus in this match?
Yeah.
You always root for Magnus.
I think it's in the contract if you do anything within the Play Magnus group. Like, you have to be strictly objective in your commentary, but you have to root for Magnus. I think that's the clause 4.1.2.
I haven't read my contract. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Knight to d6, and here more pawns are dropping.
Yeah.
It's time to say goodbye. Also, 18 seconds versus 2 minutes is not ideal here. So Sevian does resign after a rocky start. Got an equal endgame, but Magnus made it look easy.
How does he always make it look easy?
I think it's because it's easy to him. It's just very hard to others. So if it's easy, he can make it look easy. But doesn't mean we can do it.
And then it's not easy.
For us, it's not. For him, it is.
You think it's
so
easy?
He's making it look easy.
You think it is easy for him?
Nah, I mean, he still has to think. Oh, bishop f8. This is a funny move. The point is, if white goes e4, now you go c5. Or takes in c5. And after e5, there's c takes d4. Well, if you were to go bishop e7, and now you did the same. Now e5 is a move, because after cd4, ef6, his bishop is attacked. You could argue it's still somewhat excessive to go all the way back. But it's slightly less stupid than it looks, which is something that Magnus always appreciates.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, d5 was played, which looks normal, takes, bishop d6. And we have a somewhat standard position. Should be 2 castles. I would guess this is some sort of theory, because you could also get it via bishop e7. e4, takes, c5, d5, takes, guess castles. Whatever. Castles, and then the bishop goes to d6. So bishop g4. The good news for Sevian is he will probably still be in book, because you can get this position via standard theory.
Mm-hmm.
Knight b7, it's a weird position. White has this defended pass pawn, which looks very nice, but if black can get a hold on the dark squares by a6, queen c7, take here, put the rook over, black can have a lot of counterplay. So I'm always a little uneasy while playing these positions with white.
Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy this with white.
Well, what do you enjoy?
I don't know, something else. I'm not a huge fan of chess. Love playing.
Tell me about it. Have you been preparing for the Sieges tournament? Like, have you watched, I don't know, chessable courses? I don't know what do you do?
No, should I?
Nah, you'll be fine.
I watched the Grind Like a Grandmaster course, but that was like a month ago.
That's not going to help you at all.
No, it might. What if I get to a position where I could give up my white light squared bishop?
I don't think of you as a...
Now I'll just keep it.
I don't think of you as a grinder. I think you want the attention, so you try to generate a masterpiece. You'll sacrifice some pieces. If it doesn't work, you lose. If it works, you'll brag about it. But you're not going to sit there and try to grind out some small advantage for 5 hours. I don't think that course will have changed that.
It's nice to have the option.
It's true. Good grind. a4, that's a tough move to make. I'm just reading out the computer moves as usual. It's good for white that he managed to exchange the bishops and that the bishop didn't take on f3. I was somewhat surprised he could do this, but apparently he could. Knight h4 takes, and here looks like Magnus should have played knight g4. Counter directly. But he went rook e8, and now I didn't play f4. White's position looked nice, but he's trying to mix it. Double pawn sacrifice. b5 takes c4. Of course he will come. He didn't want to take because then knight b6 would win more time. Magnus clearly means business. Showing his best opening ideas like bishop b4, followed by bishop f8. Very focused. New hairstyle.
He has a lot of different hairstyles, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He mixes it up a lot.
What's the best hair in the set?
I don't know if Jan froze or if I froze. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think Jan's disconnected, so we'll never know what his question was. Yeah, I think he was talking about hair, but I don't know whose hair he was asking about. Do you think he was asking about just Magnus and Sam or all the top players? I think Magnus has top 10 hair. What do you guys think? Yeah, he was asking whose hair is the best, but out of who? Top players. Hans has the best hair. Hans has pretty luxurious hair, I'd say. He has powerful hair. Fabi's hair is underrated. Yeah, Fabi has pretty good hair. I should look at a rating list to find out the best hair. Dubov has good hair. So we'll have to wait until Jan comes back before we look at the chess because he controls the board. And he said, under no circumstances can I look at a board. Magnus is one of those dudes that can rock the messy hair look. Definitely. Yeah, we've got nothing to talk about but hair at the moment. Until Jan reappears. I didn't hear his son walk into the room. Usually he sneaks in and then shuts the computer off. Who do I think has bad hair? No, that would be a very rude question. Where is the board? The board will come back when Jan reappears. Hopefully. At the moment, I don't know what's happening. At the moment, France is losing. No, wait, that's not right. Magnus is winning. You can see the board on chess24 or chess.com. Okay, Jan is back. Don't worry.
Sorry, did I miss something? My kids thought it was a fun idea to pull the router cable. Well,
Your children have very easy access to all of your power.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. What can you do? Do you have any advice? Like,
I would probably kind of block them off somehow. Yeah.
You block the kids off?
Yeah, you can use like safety gates or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, I'll have to work on it.
Or put the router up high. I mean, I don't know your children too well, but I guess they're not that tall.
Well, they're very resourceful. Like they're good at like putting chairs in places and getting high up there. It's not a deal. Speaking of getting high up there, Magnus is up 1-0, and it looks like he's completely winning here. But Sevian is trying to mix it. I'm trying to figure out why not Queen H5 here, but then Knight F2 picks up the rook. So he tried Rook F3, but that's not the direction you want to go. And after Rook C6, he just resigns. This might be a rough match for Mr. Sevian. 2-0.
Do you think he's nervous the first time playing Magnus?
I'm never sure if it's nerves or Magnus is just pretty good at chess. Could be a mix of both, but I think losing 2 games to Magnus doesn't have to mean he's shaking. Just he's playing arguably the greatest player of all time. You can lose to Blitz games.
I'm a little bit surprised that they've never played.
Maybe they don't know. People play so much online under dodgy handles.
They have played at least one bullet game.
There you go.
Magnus played the Bon Cloud.
Showing healthy dose of respect. I understand, Ralph. It's annoying. If Magnus is already so good, they play some nonsense, he will probably still beat you. It's tough. Here, no nonsense. Just a good old Carlsbad structure endgame. The knight is on its perfect square on d3. And white will try to either open here with g4 or grab space on the queen side with some a4, b4, a5. Looks unpleasant for black. Yeah, g4 already happened. Targets over here. This construction is very, very sturdy with the knight on d3. You really don't have any counterplay. b5, b4 is going to be tough to get in. f6, e5 doesn't look realistic. So, bad endgame. Magnus very experienced in the structure. Feeling himself in his PSG jersey.
Literally.
Maybe he just wants to get this over with quickly and then have a nice little break before watching football.
Yeah. You think Magnus is nervous today to play on his birthday? Because usually it's a bad day for chess players.
Yeah, it's true. But I have a feeling he doesn't. He's not wired like the rest of us. I'm not sure how much his birthday means to him, but I have a feeling it's not a big distraction.
He's not superstitious?
I don't know. I would also guess he's at home. Normally, it's more of a distraction if you're at some tournament and people congratulate you and you get a cake and all the girls start hitting on you because it's your birthday and the usual stuff. So
is that what happens on your birthday at chess tournaments?
It's relentless. Like, I understand, but I'm a person, like not just a piece of meat. So yeah, I don't think Magnus has any of these distractions today, and therefore I don't think it's going to affect too much. What's not to like? He got up, took a shower, put his hair back, is going to crush some Sevian. Then, I don't know, maybe some of his nerdy friends are coming over. They watch some football, get drunk at home, Norwegian style, because it's too expensive, even if you're a chess world champion, to have a drink outside. So I think that's going to be his day. And I don't have any information. That's just how I imagine it.
Yeah, it's possible. How expensive is it for a drink in Norway?
I don't know the exchange rate, but like a beer is like 12 euros, I think.
It's a lot.
Yeah. It's not cheap.
Nah, it's too much. Unreasonable.
Tell these Norwegians. Strangely heavy drinkers. But not all of them, I'm sure. But yeah, I think it's a big part of the culture to go to the liquor store, because you can't just buy it in supermarkets, or maybe you can, but it's complicated. You can't get on weekends, so you have to go to the liquor store, I think, till Friday afternoon, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Buy your weekend booze.
Yeah,
there you go.
Similar in Sweden.
Sweden isn't that much cheaper than Norway, is it? Then again, whenever I'm in Norway, we take a trip to the Swedish border to like buy stuff. So
buy
probably
cheap
it's a
stuff.
thing. Yeah.
Yep. That's definitely a thing.
Magnus has built up a dominating position. Beautiful knight on f5.
This is going to be gross. A
b3
tough match.
Game over. Now 96 rook c3. But that's hopeless. 98. There's nothing there. Takes. Just take here. And he'll win. No, this is not looking close yet.
Nope. I think 3-0 is the problem spot. If you lose the first 3, it's very hard to come back. You lose 2, it's okay. You know, you just lost 2 games of chess. But 3.
So you think if you're up 2-0, you're still not a favorite, but then 3-0, that's where it really shifts.
Mm-hmm. There's a big difference.
Sounds right. In Team Carlson, we used to have Niels Grandelius, who was a big specialist on what scores are the best. He would normally teach us that, yeah, 50% is more or less okay, but +1 is even better, but -1 is worse. So he would always have a good oversight over the score and like how to impact it in Magnus's favor, like, or what would be good, not so much impact it. So 3-0, and Magnus still playing normal openings. Should there be a rule if you're up 3-0, you have to play some bomb clouds and g5s maybe to make it more fun?
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you're 3-0 down and he starts playing the bomb cloud, I think you're going to get tilted.
Yeah.
That's a very dangerous moment for your opponent to play the bomb cloud, especially if it's
true.
Magnus.
That's true. Pawn to d4. If white could stabilize here, it'd be a little better. It's a question if black can do anything funky like d5, takes, and c6, and a quick d5. Generally, this setup with a pawn on e4 with a pawn on d6 usually favors white, more space, but I know Magnus doesn't take. He just wants to keep the tension. Should d7. Fair enough. Allowing d5, but he's probably happy with that. 97, then he can start preparing f5. So Savian goes bishop e3. Now he takes 95. He's arguing the bishop on e3. It's not helpful because it's blocking this rook from defending the pawn. So he wants 95 and then 96, c5. What do I know? He seems to be happy with what he's doing. Just c6. He just wants to play random moves. This looks bad. I take it all back.
He was looking at a different screen, so maybe he's watching football, maybe he got distracted.
Maybe he does get. Maybe he's checking his Facebook. That's the day of the year where you check your Facebook and you get birthday messages from your 400 of your closest friends. Like, it's always means a lot.
Ugh. I don't like Facebook.
You don't like it?
No. Never been a fan.
Oh, well.
I might have to go there at some point because, like, you know, when Twitter dies, maybe Facebook's going to be the future.
It's not Mastodon?
Nah, I couldn't work it out. Did you try to get on Mastodon?
Yeah, I'm on there, but I haven't used it. So I treat it just like Twitter.
Yeah, but how do you find anything on there? That was my problem. Like, I couldn't even use it.
No, you
like
follow,
you Twitter.
follow people.
But how do you find people to follow? Like, I could find nothing.
I
know.
Everyone in my bubble is yelling about their Mastodon handle on Twitter.
Okay.
Queen d3, now e5 is in the air. And rook ad1, this is a pretty bad position for Magnus. Like this whole sequence, bishop to d7, and then taking an knight e5, and especially c6 here, just gave white too much time and a good structure. So this looks pretty gross. I'm sure he'll find some way to make it a mess, but e5 is really annoying. I don't know, some move.
People in Twitch chat are discussing the difference between me and the sync fields, which I think there's quite a few differences.
You're aligned politically, that much we know, but probably, I don't know. You've tweeted more?
I've tweeted more. There's probably a couple of billion other reasons that are different between us.
Yeah, at least close.
At least 1 billion. Maybe multiple.
Yeah.
But they don't commentate on the Syncfield Cup. I think that's where they're going wrong. Do they? Nah, they do some interviews, but they don't do the full commentary. That's it's either where they go wrong or where I'm going wrong.
It's very hard to say. I think only future historians will be able to judge what the correct approach to prestigious chess tournaments has been. So now Queen G6, what's your point, Magnus? What's pawn saying? He must have some sort of point. Oh, is it? It's horsey, yeah? Now the queen is attacked. Sorry, this is just random analysis. And it continues. But why start thinking now? You went e5. You gotta go Queen G6. Also, he's buying Magnus time to calculate this mess now. Magnus making some weird gesture. What are you thinking about? And he goes b4. Whoa. He wants to chase the queen away and then take.
I don't understand anything here.
Me neither. But the computer says b4 was wrong. And now black is apparently better because I still don't get it.
I don't get it.
Nah, it's too complicated. But the point is the queen on d8 is actually good because covers the pawn and supports his bishop. So that's what the computer had to say. But ed4 was very inhuman. And Magnus sticks with the idea, I guess, here without b4. Queen d8 as well to go knight d5 and attack the queen that way. Bishop can take, but then this gets recaptured. And since the queen is still hanging, you're in time to recapture your material on d4 with, I guess, sort of equality.
Yeah.
Sam looks focused, but a little tired as well. Is it early morning in Boston, Massachusetts? No.
Nah, can't be that early. Must be afternoon.
Yeah. Now, afternoon? It's what, 6 hours?
Maybe.
Still, not that early. Then again, 11:30 is fairly early for most chess players.
Yeah. Magnus would still be asleep for another 6 or 7 hours.
Sure. Although if he knew he was playing at 11:30, he'd adjust his routine, of course. Bishop f5. Guess Magnus is fine now. This is covered. This is hanging. He has the two bishops. He managed to free himself from this dangerous spot he was in. What's the clock? He's also ahead on the clock. Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like
Magnus is
he's-
going to win this one as well.
That's how it feels. Queen is under attack. But if this gets too one-sided, I think it's also on the tournament organizer to put together teams, players, fields that are a little more competitive and where the result could be closer. Like this is not fun. Maybe, yeah, don't invite Magnus next time.
Oh,
Or maybe you didn't invite him. Maybe he invited himself. I'm not sure when.
I mean, technically, I did invite him,
All right.
but then he declined.
Yeah.
And then David Howell forced him to play.
He used this loophole that any player can nominate another player to play for him.
Yeah.
So
How does David Howell have such huge influence over Magnus?
They're
What does he
friends,
know?
right? Doesn't David live in Oslo? I thought they're constantly hanging out. Like,
Yeah, but you're friends with Magnus. You couldn't get him to play.
yeah, we're not that close.
I mean, you didn't try.
No, but he would also say no. But I don't know. I think, they're the same generation. They play in these World Junior Under 12 tournaments. It's a bond for life.
Mhm.
It's a good old boys club. Very hard to get into.
Yeah. So it's just Magnus, David, Nepo, MVL.
Yeah, those are the guys. What's going on here? Magnus pawn down, but the rook looks silly. And rook c5. Ouch. Yeah, he's winning again. BC, bishop c5. And the pin. More evidence. Rooks shouldn't be major pieces. Look at this idiot rook.
No, that rook shouldn't be a major piece.
It's a major disappointment.
Although under 20 seconds, knights become major pieces.
Yeah, that's fair. More theory here. Big theory debate. A4, bit of a sideline, but Kornavets will know this. Knight d4 is the move. Yeah, he does know. Knight b2. Now you can take and go knight b4. You can go knight b4 directly. Take an f6, but that's I always like this less. No, knight a5, bishop d2. You must suffer a little bit. Sorry, it's martial theory. That's the one thing other than fantasy basketball stats that I know. Magnus thinking c3, bishop d2, the usual tries. I guess black sort of equalizes, but I never like this line with f6. Surprised Sam will play it.
Did you see that Magnus won Title Tuesday yesterday?
No, I didn't. The late edition?
Yep.
Wow. These guys like to play chess, no? It's amazing.
Daniel won the early one, then he won his match, and Magnus won the later one. Unstoppable.
Yeah. So they get up in the morning and they check, what's the scale today? I have a match at 5, so I can play Title Tuesday at 2. Then maybe at 8 again. Must be nice to enjoy what you're doing. Queen e4. What's that about? I threatened to take on c4. That was parried. Looks like black's fairly stable now. Queen takes. Sam's cuffing. It's all right. What do you think the final score will be?
I don't know. This could be heading for 7-0.
Could be. I feel this is a key game. Black is solid. He needs to get on the board now. Also, Magnus, I think he would enjoy winning 7-0. He's probably trying.
Yeah.
Would you, once again, for future historians, like, when people compare, assuming Magnus wins the 7-0, which we don't know, when people compare Fischer's run, like beating Taimanov 6-0 and Larson 6-0 and Petrosian, and what was it, 6.5, 2.5, to Magnus beating Salem 7-0, maybe Savian 7-0, and then Shevchenko 7-4. What do you think will be considered a great achievement?
I think they're the same. It's once you get to 3-0, it's the same.
But
Like,
Magnus
if you-
needs 7, Fischer only needs 6.
Yeah, but if you win the first 3 games, then they get tilted and nothing really matters after that. That's what happened with Fischer. Fischer's achievement is not that impressive.
So it's basically just winning the 3rd game, and then
Yeah,
finish
he
it off.
basically won 3-0 twice. Yeah.
Right.
Because then it's like must-win games with Black and stuff like that. You know, no one can do that. You just get tilted to lose.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Also, Fischer, he only won 1 World Championship match, right?
That's true.
Not even. He was down 2-0. Then he didn't go down 3-0, after which the match would have been over.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's up. As for the game, Sam, he needs to hold this. It's roughly equal.
Yeah. Pumpkin the Cat says, I want to see Jan versus Dodgy with queen odds. I don't think I could beat you with queen odds. I think it's too much.
That's a major piece.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 6 check.
Apparently you didn't read Vonderpok's book recommendation, The Unstoppable American. I think I have that somewhere.
I also have it. Or did I? It's by Timon, right? I think I have it on my Kindle. Why? Was what we said incorrect? He didn't go up 3-0?
Mm.
I don't know what information that we didn't just cover would be in that book.
I bought a bunch of these Bobby Fischer books, but then I read the one about his final days in Iceland first, before the others, and it was too depressing, so I didn't want to read the rest.
Fair enough. But when you watch Titanic, do you also start with the last 5 minutes?
I didn't read. There's not multiple Titanic books. There probably is.
There must be.
I don't think there's one
pretty
about
big
the iceberg.
I wouldn't be sure. I think that probably is. No, anyway. The good thing is people usually don't have strong feelings about Fischer either way, so you can just make up some stuff and they'll be happy.
Yeah. It's fine.
Magnus, is he gonna have to agree to a draw here?
Maybe. He doesn't look happy.
No. He wants that 0.
No, he wants a 7.
Yeah, but he wants... Yeah.
Okay.
Oh! 4.5 half. This will make Carlsen go on massive tilt. See, he's already playing nonsense openings like c5, e6. Bishop g5, he's smiling. Konabet's also trying to mix it. Maybe this is a bullet move, hoping for like knight c6 pre-move.
Worth a try.
And this looks like a line for you. It looks like an improved Mora gambit.
I didn't know such a thing was possible.
It's hard to improve.
Oof. That's not where the bishop goes.
No, it has to go here. Does he know anything? Bishop c4, queen e2, rook 81. Then you think. You play 95. Then you think. Is Carlsen gonna go back? Does go back all the way. He's all the way back. So he wants to go d6, knight f6, castles, and say, I'm pawning up, sir. You put your bishop on the wrong square. I guess you try e5 with white, but problem with these gambits is if you don't like win, you're pawn down off.
Yeah, it's fine. But his bishops are on the wrong squares. I don't like his bishops.
No, they should be here and there. Then you go 95. They take, you recapture. See what happens.
See, he's trying to restructure now.
Yeah, it's too late. I think he overdid it. He should have recaptured on t4 when he had the chance.
I don't know. I still like this. I think Sam has time to do stuff.
What stuff?
Bishop e1.
What's knight a4?
Nah.
It's not in the spirit, is it?
He wants e5. See? Magnus knew he wants e5.
No, I knew he wanted knight a4, so he started. Four and a half. I will predict the second match. We'll have a closer score at the 5-minute mark. 5-game mark, I can't speak.
At the 5-minute mark, it'll probably still be.
Probably
0-0.
1-0. Nah. The 5-minute mark. 92. He's still going for these squares, but now black can play b5. He's got all the other stuff done. Yeah.
What do you think your expected score would be against Magnus in this match?
I would expect to score 0, but rating-wise, you're expected to score more than 0, which is very unfair.
Have you beaten Magnus in Blitz? Just like fun Blitz games?
No.
Never?
No. But we don't play fun Blitz games.
Okay. Serious Blitz games?
No, because at these Magnus training camps, they're the guys who enjoy playing Blitz, which is Jordan, Dubov, Fressinet, and Magnus, depending on his mood. And then there are the grumpy old men, which are Peter Heine and me, saying, idiot kids, do some work, stop playing Blitz all day. But it's also, of course, a bit of a front for our dwindling Blitz skills in order not to get involved.
Fair enough. People are asking, how does Magnus do against Dubov and Jordan in the training camps?
It just gets crushed.
That's what I would imagine happens.
Yeah. Should have 2.
Now the engine wants e5 for black. The
Yeah,
main
looks
reason,
like a good move.
the main reason is to stop white from playing e5.
Very true. So you're claiming, because now e5 is a threat, you were right like 15 moves ago when it wasn't a threat. Hard to argue with. But e5 looks like a good move. But he doesn't do it. He's going back to stop e5 with the queen. But now the queen is on the same file as the rook. It's always a bit scary. So I guess he will try to put it here. But after rook e1, e5 is yet again a threat. The question is, how big of a threat? Yeah, this computer is nice, but it doesn't look that pretty. And e5, he blitzes out knight h7. Could have taken a bunch of times, apparently. He's playing good chess. He's cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, Magnus is playing well as well.
Yeah. How often can that joke pattern be used, like, per day? B8. No? Oh, no. Right square wrong piece.
You don't think we should use every time Sam plays a bad move as we say it's a birthday present for Magnus?
If he plays a bad move, we should definitely not say play it against him. Knight f8, knight h5, knight g6. Computer somehow doesn't want to agree with our narrative that black is just playing great, and now he's saying take it, knight f4, and it's anybody's game again. Oh no! Do I understand this?
Nope.
Not as quickly. It's also the problem. These guys understand things pretty quickly usually.
Yeah, but he played bishop b1, so probably he's not going to play. No, he is. Yep. Thank you, Sam.
Here we are. Magnus Pro also thought it's not happening after bishop b1, but it did happen. Now bishop f7, defend. Yep.
People are saying the winner should pay me for all the publicity they get. Do you think Magnus...
Couldn't agree more.
Do you think this will increase Magnus's profile dramatically? Because he's kind of not that well known, so it's nice to like shine a spotlight on him.
Yeah. Also, isn't Magnus paying you? Yeah, I guess. No, not really. No. I agree. It's not. People don't see the work that goes into organizing the prestigious MDI3. People will say that's because no work goes into it. But also, players often, they don't have this appreciation that without selfless tournament organizers who just for the love of the game put together these big events, there wouldn't be events and they wouldn't have their wealth, fame, PSG jerseys. Yep. So I think being thankful to the organizers is really something that should be pronounced. Magnus took instantly. He doesn't have a lot of time. The pawn game is apparently a draw, but it's also a flag. It's amazing how they can perfectly play these endgames with 0 time. And Magnus will give a draw here because he's such a sportsman.
Yeah, you could pre-move that one out anyway, I think.
Sorry?
I think you could pre-move that one out. The king can't go too far from the pawn, so...
Yeah,
you can't drag this one out for too many moves.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I agree. I think the players need to spend more time praising the organizers. Me, Rex Sinkfield, White Fancy.
Especially White Fancy. Many people don't know him at all.
That's my favorite joke that I've ever tweeted that didn't get any likes.
Sorry. $5-1, which is better than 5-0, but it's still a pretty bad situation to come back from.
Nah, 2 draws in a row. Just needs to win 4. Right back in it.
That's true. Shevchenko won 3, so it's just one more than Shevchenko won yesterday.
Pumpkin the Cat says, is there any chance we can force Magnus to give a half-hour interview after the match to keep him from his birthday fun? I don't think we can force him to.
Why not?
It's hard to force Magnus to do anything. That's what I've noticed. I think, like, with him being the world champion and the greatest chess player of all time, and the stuff he is, it feels like he can't just be forced into things.
That's weird.
It's weird.
Can he be forced into 96?
Nah. But he might do it of his own free will.
This looks nice for white. He has bishops. His pawn is a little weak. And if you get f3, e4, which is what you always want against a light square bishop and an f6, controlling both these pieces, then it's just eternal suffering for the spotless mind.
I've been asked if I was contractually obligated to say Magnus is the GOAT. No.
No? So you think he is? I think we had Kasparov on top of the list because Kasparov dominated for 20 years. For Magnus, only what, like 11?
I think, like, in terms of level, I think Magnus is probably just better.
Yeah, but the new generation is always better than the prior generation. It's difference to the peers.
Yeah, it's tough luck. But yeah, in terms of career, I think Kasparov's still ahead.
Do you have Fischer in your top 20?
Top 10. I don't know. I'm a fan of longevity, so he doesn't have it.
Knight to d7. On d4. There you go. Pawns are in place as predicted. This is not fun. Looks like Sevian was caught off guard by this move. Queen c2 maybe? b6 felt like it was a bit slow. Should be 3. Can we take? Sorry. We can.
But will he?
Well, you can start with Queen b2, which is probably better. No, he didn't do it. I'm just going to say he missed it. And he's shaking his head. See, Magnus?
Yeah, he missed it.
Didn't do his tactics training this morning.
Does Magnus do tactics training?
I don't think so. That's an honest answer. He thinks it's hard to simulate the tension of the focus you have in a game. He's saying he's bad at it. I think he likes these things where exercises aren't so tough and you can just do something quickly, like Puzzle Rush or this Play Magnus app. I think he likes those, but I don't think he sits down there with like complicated tactics exercises. Like we've done it once or twice during training camps and so on. But yeah, I don't think it's a thing. He likes things to be fun and playful, competitive. You could argue that every blitz game is, of course, tactics training, because right now he's doing tactics training. He's calculating lines.
Yeah. He did get one wrong, but it's fine.
Yeah.
2 more and he loses the game.
Exactly. But of course, he's incredibly well read. He knows every game. He follows everything. So it's not like he needs the tactic training for pattern recognition like less experienced players, because he's seen he's seen all the patterns, which I think is a big benefit from tactics training. If you haven't, that even if you get them wrong, that the patterns will stick to your mind after you saw the solution. But yeah, he doesn't really need that, I would guess. And to stay sharp, you could argue if playing blitz or bullet isn't just as good, and he certainly seems to prefer that.
Fair enough.
Knight c5, bishop c4, horrible move, exchanging one of his powerful bishops. But probably didn't know the two bishops are good.
Yeah, he's up on the clock as well.
But Savian has stabilized a bit. With these rooks here, won't be so easy to cash in, open up the position. So the white king will be a little vulnerable now that he's exchanged the light square bishops. So it's far from hopeless for Sam. Magnus does take the pawn. 2. Here's a pawn.
Is that enough?
We guess pawn plus minute makes him a favorite here. Well, the pawn he might give back. So now rook d1 is a threat. So is queen takes a3. So yeah, he goes h3. King h2, like a big champion, securing his king before switching to activity.
He no longer has a pawn.
No, but he has active minor pieces. Can just keep shuffling. Go h4, h5 one day. This will not be very enjoyable for Sam. On 30 seconds, also the endgame is probably lost. No takes. Take. He doesn't take on a7. Also nice just to keep black busy on both flanks. This pawn doesn't really run away. You don't want to go rook a8. No, he does take. Now you bring the king. Now this is lost. This is not the 4 versus 3 you can hold with a glaring hole on f5. This is hopeless, actually.
Yeah, he did make this one look quite easy as well.
More weaknesses, and Sam will resign. 6-1.
Oof. We're gonna have a very long break in between matches.
Yeah. I haven't seen a 6-1 since Becker beat Stefan Edberg in Wimbledon. I was trying to think of the most dated tennis reference.
You don't watch a lot of tennis then.
Who's good nowadays? Is Ivan Lendl, is he still dominating?
Yeah, he's up there.
Michael Chang still crushing it? I know my tennis.
Even Federer still up there.
No, he retired, that much I know. They also have this guy Djokovic, no, who won the Australian Open, I think, 10 times in a row, like every single year. Didn't miss one.
He's going back as well.
There you
go. In January.
H4. If Sam wants to win a game, I think this is the one. Go h5. Magnus has started playing the Peerts, which is not a real opening. Punish him.
Yes,
this
pretty
looks
good
like
results in the Peerts, though.
Look at the position. Look at the engine bar.
Mhm.
Look at the white plan. Queen d2, bishop h6, h4, h5, plus 230.
Yeah,
not
this
an
is this is how I would play. But do
There you go. It's called the
think I-
150 attack.
you think I would beat Magnus from here?
No.
Do you think you would beat Magnus from here?
No.
Think you would score 50% over 10 games?
No.
Plus 2.
Plus 2 is not bad. But it looks like I have a lot of moves to make. Like I'm looking at the computer moves and it's like long castles, bishop e2, queen g5.
Yeah, all the good moves.
Yeah, that's true. But it's a nice position. I think I'd do better from here than from the starting position. Hot take. Does look pretty nice. Yeah, the spirits, I don't know. It's a weird new addition. Now you're just playing a really crappy dragon without any counterplay. And yeah, I know, I'm the dragon, the points here. But it's still crappy.
Yeah, and he only needs a draw, so this is a good must draw.
It's the best must draw opening there is out there. Play the Pierce and provoke furious attack. We've seen it work out nicely yesterday in the Armageddon, where Mameda also played the Pierce against Daniel.
Yeah, I thought his answer was quite funny, where he said he wasn't getting good positions in the dragon, so he had to play something else. And I've
no, that's
yeah, but then he was like, "Well, this is the only other opening, and I know." it's maybe I feel like he knows other openings.
No, but of course it's there was some truth to it, the dragon, I guess. This was his main opening and he was running to trouble, so he played something non-theoretical. And Ralph, of course, is a great player, but he's not been the type to have a waterproof Berlin repertoire. Like he's more of a practical guy. This, however, maybe okay, he's gonna go queen e5 check. But I'm starting to think I could score 50% against Magnus from here. Knight d2, I'll score 50%. Maybe more.
Maybe in this match situation, because you could offer a draw. He probably
also if I could read the engine, I would score much. So rook f7, dc, bishop e6. I blitz out rook h4 because I know that's a computer move. He'd take on c6. I blitz out one castle. No, this, yeah, a bit good.
So you would only need to check the engine at this point in the game. You don't need more.
People always say that, like, if a grandmaster could check the engine just once per game, they'd be whatever 2,800. I always thought it's nonsense, but I guess it's good for pretending grandmaster chess at a high level than it is. So often, one key moment, yeah, blah blah blah.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it because, and also like, I don't think it lasts over like more than a few games, because you won't be able to. Your brain is always going to think like, oh, at some point I can just check. So the brain just is like, okay, I'm not going to work anymore.
No, exactly. And also, if you have that option, your brain is probably going to think, why don't I check like 18 times instead of one? That sounds much better. It's very hard to keep up the tension and then just once use your little joker.
Yeah. Although I think Laurent's going to play a match with this idea.
Yeah, that's just a cash grab. No, he doesn't care about what comes out of it.
Fair enough.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Laurent. We should have got Laurent to join us today. Or do you think he's out partying?
Is France playing today?
No. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think they're playing as we speak.
And he's probably watching somewhere with Maybe with French chess players. He's probably sitting somewhere with Jules, Mazetovic, MVL.
No, he's watching us. He's watching us.
Oh, instead of France? No, I don't believe that. Or both, maybe.
No, he's sending abuse at the moment. So.
Okay, that's fair.
He says, cash crap yourself, Jan. I'm not joining. It's over. We lost.
Always nice to hear from them. Also, it's his birthday. He should treat himself to a nice little balls shake, if you ask me.
Using the lawnmower 4.0.
That's the one. Also, while you're at it, use a weed whacker as well.
You're going to have to read the discount code now. Otherwise, we're just...
It's chickens.
Go to manscaped.com with the code chickens. Otherwise, we're just advertising stuff for no reason.
Let's see what Laurent has to say. Oh, there's a lot of text. Oh, he did use the lawnmower for this here. That's big news.
No, you need
to say, oh, knight c4. No, see, that's what would happen to me as well. I'd be doing good, and then I'd miss knight c4. Because knights are very tricky when you're below 20 seconds. I'm not sure if you heard that.
Yep. And he was.
Oof.
No, I think you need to read what Laurent said word for word, because his statement was good.
He said, and I'm just reading this out, I shaved my balls. Please make an announcement.
So
now Magnus, he will make it.
No,
he has a minute. He's not gonna mess up. Congratulations to the birthday boy. Magnus Carlsen wins 7-1 against Sam Savian. He did win that crucial third game, and as we all know, once it's 3-0, it's very hard to come back. Congrats to him.
Yep.
Oof. This must be tough spot for him. He would like to enjoy his birthday now, but of course, he's in the finals of the MrDodgy Invitational, so he has to get straight to preparation. He has to watch Dubov Grishuk at 8, take notes.
Nah, come on. Everyone's going to watch Dubov against Grishuk. Even if he wasn't playing the final, he would watch that match.
I think even in Argentina, they will have public viewings where they just watch Dubov Grishuk at the same time. And we are being joined by the players. This is exciting. So let me
very exciting
the games here so we can ask big questions. We're being joined by the world champion Magnus Carlsen, who is looking for something.
Maybe headphones?
Maybe headphones. I probably can't hear us. That's a great pity. Well, we have time. Let me find the Magnus games. Here we are. Is this the first game? Yep. Magnus!
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
We can't hear you, but I really dislike Dodgy having said happy birthday. We know it's a special, special day. Now, this is ruining all my prep.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we get into the match, it's a very, very special day. Of course, a man who's dominated the chess world for close to 15 years, I would say, pretty much single-handedly won the last 5 world championships. It's Laurent Fascinier's birthday. What would you like to say to him, Magnus?
Well, obviously, I'm paying tribute with the jersey, both to that's Fress's favorite football club, of course, and also the country, Qatar, who's hosting probably the least corrupt World Cup of all time. So I'm paying tribute to both of them, and obviously they will from now on be the World Baguette Day, which I'm also very very happy about.
That cannot be a coincidence. On Laurent's birthday, UNESCO makes it the World Baguette Day. Congratulations to both of you. And I mean Baguette and Laurent, but it's also your birthday. Have you any plans to celebrate later on?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, this was the main event, but there will be a little bit later as well.
All right. About the match, it looked like smooth sailing. Any moments you felt were critical?
Yeah, I think already after the second game, he kind of gave up a little bit. I think it was like complicated and difficult to play, but he was probably playing a bit too slowly, as he was in general, and yeah, when time is low, then it's pretty tough.
Fair enough. Do you believe in the birthday curse in chess? People usually say they can't play well on their birthdays.
For me, it's been a mixed bag. I mean, 2 years ago, I lost to Wesley in the final of the first tour event that season. Last year, I made a nice Petrov draw with white against Jan. But then again, I also won the tiebreak against Karyakin in 2016. So I wouldn't say for me there's a curse.
All right, you probably have a busy day ahead. Who's going to win the football? Argentina?
Yeah. Well, Denmark was just knocked out, which makes me very sad.
So Peter Hein is free to prepare for Dubov.
Yeah, for sure. Dubov, is it? Did he win?
He won his match, so the semifinals is at 8. He's playing Grishuk.
Oh yeah. I know. I watched the match yesterday against Rauf. It was legendary, and Daniel was so worried about that match, and everything sort of went perfectly, that he was kind of dominating. Then he was getting tricked in every game, especially this G4 knight G5 in the last game. That was nice. But I'm happy he won in the end. And regardless of who wins the other semifinal, it's gonna be exciting.
Can't wait for it. Magnus, happy birthday. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in the finals tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bye.
All right.
Okay. That was a fun match. Now we have a nice long break.
We have a very nice long break. I'll go eat stuff. And then at 8 p.m., I'm not sure if it's the better semifinals, but I have a feeling it will be more closely contested. Magnus was too good today, between Alexander Grishuk and Daniil Dubov. That should be fun. 8 p.m.
Yep.
Now you can eat, you can check football scores. And then from 8 till 10, join us for all the excitement in the second semifinals of the prestigious MrDodgy Invitational. Will you send the link to one of your close personal friends? Is anybody else coming?
Who would you like? I can send it to a bunch of people and we can see who turns up.
That's not a bad idea. Let's make it a public commentating event. Those always work the best.
Should I just post the Zoom link on Twitter? That could be interesting.
No. You can still allow who gets in, right? Into the call. So.
Well, our producer Vanessa can, but that might give her an unnecessary amount of work. So
yeah,
maybe
we can't have that. I don't know who's the biggest name we can get. Lawrence probably, no? Like,
I don't know. He's maybe too big now. He's training every day.
it's true.
I don't know. Peter said he might join, but then he's pretending that he hurt his back today again. So I don't know. He's trying to get out of it. First he barges in yesterday with uninvited. Now he's not sure. I don't know if Anish will come today. I think maybe Anish will save himself for the final.
Maybe he has to play in the final if one of the players nominates him.
We should get David Howell to come at some point.
That's true. Just being on holidays and having no internet is not an excuse to not join the commentary.
Yeah, you could tag him in.
All right, it's been fun. We'll be back at 8 p.m. Don't miss that with Dubov versus Grishuk. See you then.
Okay, bye guys. See you soon.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, and welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Enjoy 12 days of chess heaven at the Chessable Sunway Sieges International Chess Festival. Escape to the sun this December and take part in the spectacular Chessable Sunway Chess Festival situated in Sieges, near Barcelona. Play alongside top GMs including Ivanchuk, Isipenko, Ariban, and more. 10-round open tournaments with over 27,000 euros in prizes. Chess lectures from GMs most days, beer tasting plus sushi, pizza, paella, and cocktail masterclasses, World Cup watch parties, table tennis, table football, and blitz chess tournaments. Even better, Chessable Pro members play for free. You can find out more by going to Sunway Siege's website. Visit chessable.com/sunway.
It's time to take control of your journey towards chess mastery. Magnus Carlsen introduces Chessable, the definitive solution for studying chess. Move Trainer uses the science of spaced repetition to identify your strengths and eliminate your weaknesses. There's no need to set up a board, remember which page you're on, or keep track of all the moves you miss. Move Trainer empowers you to go from the opening to the end game with confidence. It's a seamless, effective, and fun way to study chess. Choose from one of the largest online chess libraries in the world, with hundreds of titles ranging from classic books through to our exclusive Chessable courses, including over 100 free courses. Get expert insights from International Master John Bartholomew, Grandmaster Sam Shankland, International Master Christoph Silecki, Grandmaster Simon Williams, World Champion Magnus Carlsen, and hundreds of other instructors. Get started now and join our growing community of over 100,000 chess enthusiasts at chessable.com. Chessable, take control of your journey towards chess mastery.
I'm ahead of the game.
Well, the phone is always ringing, I'm caught up on the line. Got a string around my finger, remember who am I? I'm a boss and I'm honestly off my rocker, but follow me, I'm ahead